Hey guys, if you just got an iPad, this is the video for you. I'm going to teach you the basics about it, how to use it. Quick manual, it doesn't matter which one you guys got, it's going to be the exact same manual for all of these guys. So let's just get started. And let's keep in mind that in my iPad, you guys can make folders. To make a folder in here, just click on this folder sign right here. Name the folder anything you like. Click on done. That's your folder. You guys want to get rid of that folder, hold on to it. From here, you guys are going to see these options. Delete folder. That's how you guys can delete any folders from your iPad. There's also ways to view your folders here. So let me just create a few folders. Just one actually. And then I can view it as a list. I can also change this to view as a column. And I have all those options. I like icons, so I'm going to leave it as icons. But again, we can always delete or create more folders. You guys are going to see all the options here. You guys can duplicate your folder as well. So make a copy of it. Other options that you guys will notice here is compressing it. I would not do that from your iPad, by the way, but it does work. You can add any tags. You guys can copy it, move, share. So if you guys want to share one of these folders, just click on share. You guys can go on and airdrop it to another iPhone, iPad. You guys can mail it out to somebody, and there's a few other options there as well. So that's when it comes down to files. Now FaceTime, on the other hand, if we tap on it, you do need to sign into your Apple ID. So make sure to sign in for this to work, because FaceTime does use your Wi-Fi or your data. Now let's take a look at reminders. These really quick. So reminders, to add any reminders here, I like to use Siri a lot. So I usually tell, hey Siri, remind me of this. It's gonna add my reminder, or add an event. I always talk to Siri. So I highly suggest doing that, especially for alarms as well, just talking to Siri. But if you need to add one manually, you guys can always do that down here below. So right here, we can type anything. That's a reminder, and there you go. Add button for reminders. That's really quick. So we're gonna get out of there. Now let's take a look at alarms. Again, I like to use Siri, but if you guys want to go and manually do it, this is from where you guys can do it. Click on alarms. Once you open up alarms, you're gonna see this. Click on the plus sign on the top right hand side and add any alarms that you like. So I'm just gonna add that one, save. And there's my alarm. I can set it up or change it at any point in time. But again, to set this up, you guys can use Siri for sure. I highly suggest doing that. You can use Siri for a bunch of stuff, so you don't have to manually do it. But if you have to, that's where it is. You guys also have your stopwatch here. You guys can start it. You guys can record that lap, second lap, stop at any point in time. Look at timers. You guys can time anything as well. And you can set up timers, again, using Siri. So I highly suggest using Siri. But you guys can start it, pause it, or cancel it from right here. So again, you guys can start anything, any timer, or stop it at any point. World clocks. You guys can add any clocks here if you like. So that's the plus sign on the top right hand side of your screen. You guys are going to see the plus sign. Click on the plus sign and then just add one more clock in there. And there you go. So these are your world clocks. You can add or take out any of them just by clicking on edit on the top left hand side of my screen. I'm going to see edit. Tap on edit. You guys are going to see that minus sign, and then click on the minus sign. Well, tap on the minus sign on any of these in order to delete them. So I can delete, delete, delete. Usually there's too many of these that you guys don't care about. And we can definitely delete all the guys that you guys want and just keep the ones that are important to you. So let's just keep that out of there. Contacts is where you're going to have all your contacts. So you guys can just add manually your contacts. You guys are going to see, you can put your first name, last name, company, add the phone number, email, and then just keep adding any contacts. Hopefully you guys don't have to do this manually. You guys import your stuff, but if not, you guys can do it from here. Other than that, your messages. So this is iMessage. iMessage uses your Apple ID. That means it's using internet, it's using data. It's not an actual text message. So whoever has an iPhone or iPad will get that message if it's an iMessage. If somebody has an Android, they will not be getting any iMessages, especially from iPads. If you guys have an iPhone, you guys have a data plan or not, the person that you're sending that text message to is going to be sent as a text message to Android devices and usually as an iMessage to anybody that has an iPhone. So that's the difference between the two. Now when we're talking about iPads, we're just talking about iMessages. So make sure to sign in and then just send any iMessage you like. All your pictures will be kept here. See this? That's your app. Allow, continue. And here we go. Remember those pictures that we took in recordings? This is where you guys can play them or delete them. So to delete any pictures from your iPad, hold on to it, delete. There's other ways to delete this as well. If you guys want to delete a ton of pictures, press on select, choose all of them, delete. So we just deleted everything. If you guys want to recover any pictures that you deleted from your iPad, it's pretty simple. Go back here. Then you're going to go into recently deleted. From recently deleted, view album, put in your passcode because that's secure. And from here, you guys can recover anything just by tapping on select that one. Then you guys can select a few and recover all of them. Or if it's just one, just hold on to it and put recover. It's gonna go back to your library. So you can go back to my library and it's right there what I recovered. If you guys want to recover everything, because you guys have in my library, there's absolutely nothing. I can select them all, press down here below, and recover every single one of these. So there we go. Go back to library and they're there. Now let's say you guys don't want to recover, you guys want to go on and fully delete these guys. We're gonna delete them again. And I'm gonna show you that in recently deleted, that's where you guys really want to truly get rid of these pictures. Don't want any evidence left. You guys are gonna go into select them all, go down here below and delete. Or you guys can always go on the top right hand side. So let me just focus in that better. Or you guys can just go into select and just select two of them if you guys want to just delete two of them forever. So delete from this iPad. So down here below on the bottom right hand side, you guys can see delete this from this iPad, and it's been deleted. So again, to fully delete any pictures, you guys do have to delete it from your trash bin. That way it's completely gone from your iPad. So it's not going to be here, and it's not going to be under recently deleted because there's nothing left. So let's just get out of here. Other than that, I'm going to show you Find My. Find My, it's really cool. You have to sign in. So remember to sign in, and you always want your app to know where you're at. So you can track where you are at. Well, not you, but the iPad itself. So if it ever gets lost, stolen, you guys can track it down. You guys can lock it, blacklist it by turning this on. So make sure to turn it on. Now, if we take a look at your iTunes store, this is where all the good stuff happens. So were you guys gonna buy any music or listen to any music? There you go. Same goes with movies. All right. And you guys can go to TV shows as well. So this will give you the option to go to store. It's gonna direct you here so you guys can buy this. But it's very important to go here, and that's because it's going to give you this option for purchases where you guys can look at all your purchases. Again, you have to be signed in. Besides that, you guys have your notes. This is something that I use a lot. So you guys can add any notes just by go ahead, tap away, start typing. Or if you guys want to draw within here, you guys can also draw. You have an Apple Pencil, you guys can draw with that Apple Pencil as well. But you don't need an Apple Pencil, you guys can just draw yourselves. And then when you're done, just click away. You guys want to add another note here. It's pretty easy. Just go on the top right hand corner. You will notice this. It's the farthest away option. And then you just add another note. You want to add another note, again, on the top right hand side, another note. And those are my 3 notes that I created right now. If you guys want to delete any of your notes, just slide. You guys are going to see this, tap on it, delete. So again, to delete this, all I'm doing is sliding. I'm tapping right here on this icon, the garbage icon. It's going to delete that. Same thing goes with this, and delete it. So that's how you guys can add any notes and delete them. There's other options here as well. There's a little bit more into it. Just play with it. You guys are just going to notice what you guys can do. And lastly, we should take a look at your calendar. This is different than reminders. This is where you guys can go on and put in any major alarms that are going to repeat themselves throughout your calendar year, such as birthdays and all that stuff. To add anything like that, see this plus sign? That's where you're going to go. Type in birthday, for example. Then if it's a birthday or anything like that, you guys most likely will choose all day. And most likely you want an alert 1 day before. You can add a second alert 2 days before, 1 week before, or on the event, depends. Add it, and it's being added. So that's how you guys can add any events to your calendars. You guys can also take these away just by holding onto it, delete, and it's been deleted from your calendar. So that's how you guys can delete or add anything to your calendar. And last but not least, to search for any apps, besides going all the way here and just looking at them, you guys can tap here and search for a specific app, such as books. So there you go, there's books, gonna find that. So that's for specifically for apps. And if you guys want to add any widgets to your screen, you guys can always just hold on. You guys are gonna see the plus sign on the top left hand side and add any widget you like. I'm just gonna do batteries for now. And there's my widget for batteries. That's if you guys want to bring back any widgets into your home screen. Or you guys can move this as well. So edit home, and then just move this to your secondary screen. Doesn't have to be in your home screen. It can be here. So there you go. That's the difference. So you guys can have your widgets there as well. Obviously, you guys can delete this at any point in time just by holding on, minus sign, remove, done, or just click away and you're done. But anyways, this was a quick manual for your iPad. Doesn't really matter which iPad you guys have. This will apply for all of them. If you guys have any questions, comments, you guys can write down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.